hello. Another episode of our Footy Fantasy Pod. Had to bring everybody back on for this. Um, Before we go, if you're watching, before I even introduce the guests on the show, like, share, subscribe. You can see it on the banner, YouTube, Footy Fantasy, Twitter, Footy the Fantasy, Instagram, Fantasy Footy, Twitter, road to 1.5K. Like, share, subscribe. Support the content. If you're watching, join us in the comments. Today should be a lot of fun for different reasons. Uh, Ladies first, I will introduce our newly crowned pastor. I call her pastor
Why?
EJ. She issued a rallying cry. Please check out our match reaction. Yesterday, she did a rallying cry. So now we call her, Malcolm J. That's a new name. So all Arsenal fans, the rallying cry is out there. Malcolm J has said, if you have a dream, hold on to the belief that Arsenal will claw the title race back. So Malcolm J, welcome for joining the pod.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I got comment. I can see the mood is different. His match reaction was on Thursday. He was fuming. He was singing. If you haven't, check out the match reaction on the timeline. Leave it a like, leave it a comment, troll, whatever you want to do it. Okay, comment. See the mood is different.
Yo, listen, it's this is the day that the Lord has made since we're in the church spirit. Pastor EJ, Malcolm J out here preaching. The Bible says weeping may endure for a night, but joy.
You're mute.
Thank God.
So all that talk of being on mute.
No. Even the joy didn't want to
tell me. I was out here talking mad shit about EJ though. I was out here talking mad shit about EJ.
The joy heard you about something crazy and it just muted you. Like the joy is not coming anywhere. Muted you like right there. Like the joy is not coming anywhere.
I was just saying that. Look, the Bible says weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Today is the morning to my Thursday. Let's just pretend Thursday did not exist. We all know what happened Thursday. It was an Walaikum salam, my brother.
I can't believe Akin is actually here.
You know what? Whoever that guy is, that Facebook.
They're haters.
No, I know that, but I think that's Johanno. I think that's Johanno. Either Johanno or that Odunayo guy. But I'm coming to smoke all of you. Don't worry. We still have 58 minutes left in this episode. But anyway, shout out to everybody on here. It is a good day. And, EJ, big up to you. If you open church, just let me know. I can be your treasurer so I can collect all the offering.
Okay, well, okay.
Last on the rotating guest of panels, I waited for Bucci, who joined later. Benny, Chelsea fan. He probably has his flip-flops on. He's on the beach. Chelsea's on the beach at this moment. There's nothing to play for. Benny, thanks for coming on.
I won't say I'm glad to be here, but I'm here. That's just life has shown me, Pepe. You say whipping endure for the night. My own whipping has been going like non-stop. Night, morning, midday. It seems like my Pontius Pilate doesn't care. He's just whipping my back, and like wow. I'm kind of numb to it now. So
I love this. I love this religious spirit we're on. I love it.
I know. I didn't even start it.
I don't know. Pastor Malcolm J, Pastor J, any of the above. You guys still have hope. At least you have the energy to like be mad and upset when things happen. What am I getting mad for? I'm below the top 10. Like I'm no road upward. There's people running. Let's continue.
Benny, they say if you don't work hard for success, you don't appreciate it. So just think of this as you working hard for it. Remember?
No,
I remember when we were in the early days, bruv. Listen, it looked like hope was never going to come. But look at me now. Shit. I'm even out here talking. I'm chatting. I'm talking mad shit, bro. I get mouths. So don't worry. You will be like me very soon.
I don't want to be like you. Any of the Arsenal, the way you look. The reason I'm so much in despair right now because I saw what you guys have been through the last decade and more. I don't want to go through that. No.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's suffering. If they come, it's still coming.
No.
You think they don't come?
Yeah,
This one.
I don't want
Ayo, tell him say never see anything. This is just season 1. It be like Game of Thrones.
It's about to be a long series. When I put it on the group that look, we're about to go into the wilderness. Some people think I'm just being the wilderness is called it beckons right now. I can already feel sand in my leg, like desert, wilderness, all of the above. Anyway, let's continue. Let me.
Okay, I myself, I host, but today I'm Iceman Vic. You can see from the name, just for that penalty from Victor. Iceman Vic is my name today for the show.
Who's Victor? The person who took the last penalty.
Yeah, that's like an
Iceman.
That was a good one.
Why do you call him Iceman,
bro?
His nickname for Benfica, apparently.
Okay.
He's always calm and before we bought him, they call him Iceman.
Yeah. No pressure.
Because the guy was always calm for you guys. We're just
hey, we don't have, no, we don't talk about the past. We've moved on. Okay. Quick reaction. FA Cup. It wasn't part of the show, but I'll just go. Only a guy comment. Give me a quick reaction. Then we dive
Listen, Big Man team, let me tell you something. You remember we had a conversation before this game. And let's not deceive ourselves. Brighton did what we knew they were going to do. But the point is this. When we are not no little man club, bro. We are big Manchester United, right?
Yeah.
We've been to Wembley twice this season, and we've come out on top twice. And the third time, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what is going to happen? The point is, at least our destiny in this cup is in our hands. Our destiny, our quest to stop Manchester City from winning that treble, it's in our hands. I mean, look, some people out here, they have a real chance of stopping Manchester City from winning the league, but they didn't do it. Dropping the ball, bro. They had one hand on the trophy, like Jamie Lannister, bro. Jamie Lannister FC. But right now, it is no Drupal, bro. No Drupal settings. These guys were they were dead on the day of resurrection. You know what's crazy? Their death started to happen. Their death started to happen on the day Jesus rose up. They didn't get the memo. They went back into the grave. 9 out of 9 points, these men have 3. Let me cook. This is my match reaction. The point I'm trying to make is this. When some people are rebuilding, when teams like Manchester United are rebuilding, what we are looking for is that, you can still rebuild, but at least still do meaningful shit while you're rebuilding. Meaningful shit such as finish top 4. Meaningful shit such as getting into cup finals. Meaningful shit such as maybe win 1 or 2 trophies. No. Look, the Europa League team. That's that one. We're just going to file it. We're going to file it to the category of we effed up. We effed up because we just could not hold it together. But today, what I saw was defensive solidity, bro. My Iceman Lindelof, that man has it in his name. Ayo, show your name again so that they can know. Iceman Lindelof, bro. Luke Shaw in center back. What? Look. Does everybody see now that Luke Shaw and Lindelof in center back? It's better than Maguire and anybody in center back, bro. You can put Maguire and Jesus, they still will concede. Big man team, you put Maguire, bro. Maguire is a shot 2. Why? Because he's playing for them, and then he's enjoying his own people and scoring on goal. So, big man team, I'm happy today. I think we've lost 7 out of our last 8 penalty shootouts, and I'm not. I think this is the first shootout under Erik ten Hag, and guess what? We won it. Every single penalty went in. Look at that last penalty, bro. You know what? When Lindelof stepped up, man like Lindelof on, bro. Lindelof was Lindelof today, bro. This guy was on for every single defensive duel. He won it. This guy was not cut out of position once. Well, maybe Mitoma, put him on skates like up and down. But that's Mitoma. But what did he do? He didn't finish it. Somebody should tell Mitoma that
Mitoma did not complete the dribble today.
Somebody should tell Mitoma that Ramadan is over. He can eat now. Man couldn't finish his food today. Ramadan is over. Eat your food. But when Lindelof is there, you can't eat nothing. When Luke Shaw is there, you can't eat anything. We are a victim of having, terrible injuries
Of
at the
short-term
business
memory.
end of the season. But it is expected. We just don't have the squad depth to deal with it. But we're doing what we can. We're doing what we can. If we finish this season with top 4 and a trophy in the bag, I'm good. I am good. But you know what? We'll leave the December Premier League trophy for our friend there on the top right corner. That's all.
Okay, before we go to Bucci, let's get comments. I've missed some comments. Sorry, there's no way I can go back to them. Apologies for that. Igbalode, this life, not turn by turn. Benny, be hopeful. Wow, Benny. Someone says, talk your shit. Okay. Placeholder FC. I think it's Arsenal. We had a good run FC. EJ leaving to cook rubbish. Okay, Arsenal fans. They never see Pep coming. Ayo. Can we have a podcast on Wednesday, please? Arsenal fans, I'm sure. We know they will know. Come on now. You should have lucky that was the issue. Okay. Maguire and 2 left legs on the field.
He's a Man U fan, Seth.
He's not complete with dribble. Man,
he actually compared some dribbles. He had some people shaking for their life
what
there.
the stats to say. He didn't complete dribble today.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say he didn't complete dribbles. I just said he couldn't finish his chance. I forgot to drama that one.
Okay. Bucci, reaction. I just need a quick reaction before we dive into the main event.
Well, shout out to your caption, by the way, Bucci. Shout out to your caption. Hope kills. Hope definitely kills.
Hope kills. It kills, but I always say I'd rather be hopeful though. Historic FA Cup final coming up. We'll kill one elephant. Now we have to go and face another one.
Yes.
Man City won't be easy, but they never gave us a chance against Brighton, so we gotta celebrate that today. They never gave us a chance. Some of them are still here. We'll handle those ones later.
Even the bookies had Brighton as favorites.
Yeah.
They never
Brighton was the favorite.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, good reason.
They said good reason, but that's why you don't judge a football game before it's played. It's after 90 minutes we get the result and then we go with it. I like a team that faces adversity. I mean, I don't like adversity, but any team that faces adversity and gets over it is a team that is ready to win. Manchester United has overcome adversity in the past few weeks. They're showing character. This time last season, this game would have been lost. And so that's a lot to be hopeful for. I'm very glad we won the game. In the scheme of things, some of us did not care about the game, to be fair. We were going, if we were given a choice between an FA Cup final and making top 4, we'd take top 4 because, for long-term reasons. But we won the game, and therefore I'm glad. It's one more game to an already bloated, schedule. But hey, you gotta play 90 minutes game by game. So let me just say I'm glad. That's the best thing to say. But you all sat back. Who got the result? Don't try to say you all sat back. The result is we won.
We sat back and we won. You man sat back and took it. You man sat back and got pregnant, bro. Get out of here.
Okay. That's a topic after. I think as I said everything. I didn't give United a chance to win this game just because we're playing our 4th and 5th center back. But we won. We dug deep. We pulled it out. I'm glad Ten Hag adjusted, didn't try to play out the back because we have gotten destroyed. It went long. Bet on us using our duels, and we defended well, very, very well. What I was impressed with was our rest defense. Essentially, defense when you lose the ball in transition. Our rest defense was very good today compared to against Sevilla. So, good game, good win. We go to play Man City. We'll see how that goes. That's all I can say. See how that goes. Okay, let's get into
just before we close this session, the significance of today's win to me is that look, when a team has been suffering a run of bad results like Manchester United has lately, like you can't lose a game like today because it just continues that cascading effect. So what today did at the very least was stop the bleeding. Stop the bleeding, get some confidence in the boys, go back to Manchester, maybe get 1 or 2 people back from injury, and then kick on again. At least finish top 4. Finish in top 4.
Delayed the execution, but don't worry.
Let's not forget something very important. Today was a great day for all Manchester United fans because Newcastle did us a big.
Fam.
Newcastle did us a very big favor. Whooping Tottenham kind of almost guarantees top 4 for us and themselves. So it's just a beautiful day to be a Manchester United fan, and so that's why I came here wearing my red. Check that out.
Then we have a podcast with final. Of course, we're going to do a podcast with final. It's a weekend game. Why not? We'll do that.
Yeah.
Here, Man City Arsenal preview. I guess you can for the preview where you've talked about the Arsenal Southampton game. If you want to hear our thoughts about Arsenal Southampton, go and watch the video. It's plugged on YouTube. Footy Fantasy.
What's funny is that I think I mentioned Southampton only one time in that video. I think they were even irrelevant in that video. It's just interesting, right? So what are we doing now? Manchester City Arsenal preview.
Right.
Okay. Is it the title decider? Absolutely, it's the title decider. I think it's a title decider. It's just, again, this time of the year, this time of the season, we know what City usually does. They just dig in and they would just go ahead and win all their games. So, and also they're the favorites to win all their games. So absolutely, this game is a title decider, and they're the favorites to win it. That's all I'm going to say. But you want key battles?
Yeah, like what do you think is going to be a critical game for us now?
Now,
you gave a rallying cry, which I was very impressed about. I was just trolling you.
Yeah, let me wrap up. I can summarize my rallying cry. My rallying cry is simple. I think Arsenal fans need to understand that we are still mathematically in it. And what I didn't say in that video, that I could have said, I guess, 2016 was the last time we kind of even pretended to have a title contending season. And that was over in January. It was very over in January. And then towards the end, maybe around April, mathematically, we're still in it, but it was contingent on Leicester losing games, like dropping, like they had to drop like 8 points, something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but it's kind of like, because it was in the realm of possibility, it was like, you're still mathematically in it if Leicester loses all their game, loses all these points. This time around, it's different. We're in April, late April, or late April. And we're 5 points clear, obviously 2 games ahead. And if we win out, obviously we win, right? It's still in our hands, currently still in our hands. The problem is those giants, man. Who's going to kill those giants for us? It's either we kill them ourselves, but then we can't go and kill the small children, the small ants like Southampton. We can't do that. So there's things there. There's things to consider. But what I said in my video was this: Arsenal fans, we just need to chill. We need to relax. We need to believe. We need to support the team. Support the team. Hope they win. Hope does not kill. I disagree with. Now I really don't believe that hope kills.
I will reply to that, but finish.
You'll be fine. You will survive.
That's right.
Support your team. Hope they win. Let's see what happens. We cannot predict it. We don't know. Like, I was just listening to Jola say that, we'll go to Manchester City and go to Wembley at the final, and anything can happen. Anything can happen.
That's right.
Anything can happen. Okay. So Arsenal fans, ignore this. Don't be number 2 in yellow. And
Madam, don't be
not being a hater.
Hold on.
I don't know why you're talking when I'm talking. Like, all the haters, ignore
if you want to collect hope, don't use
no.
No. Are you joking?
Let me come in here.
No. Let EJ finish. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
I said that I'm using him as he could confidently say that. The way he could confidently say that at Wembley we may just beat Manchester City. Even though I think they could. That's a different aside. I really believe United can beat them with their long ball thing that they're doing. Long ball FC. However, I believe that we got to chill. And even if we lose that City, we still have to chill. We still have to chill if we lose that City. City has to play some bottom dwellers. They still have to play Brighton. Like, there's some teams that can give them trouble on any given Sunday. Arsenal fans, just chill, relax. That's all I gotta say. Key battles, City. I don't know the key battles. We don't have Saliba. We still have Holden. I'm not really sure who's going to play. I need to see the lineup.
I thought it was coming back. Saliba's not coming back for Wednesday.
It looks like Saliba is out for the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Someone told me it looks like he might be out.
Who's the someone?
And that's not fun.
Is he coming back on Wednesday? I guess that's the key one. Is he coming? Is he back?
You know,
He just changed. Who's this someone? Tell us who's this someone that told you that?
so yeah, that's gonna be a
Oh,
problem.
Lord.
However, we still believe.
Can I just say my thoughts on Arsenal real quick?
Before you say your thoughts.
But you have something to say.
Yeah, I was gonna. I lifted my hands first, so Jola, wait.
Comments. Let me get comments, then I'll let Buchi go. You need to beat them yourself. It's not guaranteed. It's 70% decider. Anything can still happen. I suspect as an Arsenal fan, put your name. Let's see your name. Facebook user.
That's Joanna.
Respect to Queen. That's for EJ.
One of us.
Yes, Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton. I have a dream FC.
That's our schedule, man.
That's your schedule, yeah. So,
Tough schedule.
$500 bet, Jola, you're not winning that final. Look at this.
First of all, you have to respect.
Do not let the devil tempt you.
Front one.
First of all, you have to respect the name of Aquame. Okay, Jola is a reasonable man. Aquame is not. Okay, so if you want to bet, you need to bet with Aquame.
Who is this with the?
Honor man, thank you for the comment. I'll rush through it. City will win. People actually disrespect the Behemoth City. Liverpool are near the consequence of going to see last 2 years. Whoa, I have to breathe. Liverpool wheels came off this season. Key battles. Okay, thank you for let me respect. Onoma is a tactical guy. Holding versus Haaland. Holding will wrestle him rather than defend and get sent off. Wow, this is just doom and gloom. Another issue is Arsenal needs a perfect game to beat City. City doesn't even have to get with Arsenal. Next key battle is Jesus versus Diaz. Jesus, okay. Verdict, Diaz gets the upper hand. All right.
All right. Let me come in quickly and say this.
He's not. Okay. They just want to play him yet. Keeping him for the last run. They will definitely not start him on Wednesday.
That's Saliba. Yeah, that's Saliba. He's not ready.
500 bet from Joanna. Yeah, look at this front.
Wow.
Okay, I'm not betting because I know City are going to win.
Yeah. Okay, this is okay. I don't know City are going to win, but
no.
See, the reason why I came in with hope kills today was there's something that I do not like coming from Arsenal fans, and that is, yes, hope kills. When they say hope kills, is because you get your hopes up and then you get disappointed. Whereas if you don't have any hope, you don't get disappointed. But if you don't have any hope, I don't want to live that kind of life because you tend to not even get to win. You have to have a lot of hope to win. Yeah. So regarding Arsenal fans, this doom and gloom thing that comes from you guys always makes me go, why are you so negative? You would have beaten our hands off at the beginning of the season if you were put in this position. So you get here and then you start getting mad, start picking on your own players, start dissing Walcott because he scored again, start doing petty things, which of course I know comes from tension. But you gotta respect the achievement your team has done so far. The thing is, if you let this get lost in all this nonsense you guys are doing, you end up failing to appreciate it.
Boom.
Win or lose, you've had a great season. You have so much to look forward to. You have one of the youngest teams in the league. Your team is going to grow. Liverpool, someone mentioned Liverpool went toe-to-toe and fell off. Liverpool fell off because they had a very old midfield and they had some old players. Arsenal have players that are still getting into their prime. Saka, Jesus, Zinchenko, Martinelli, Saliba, Ramsdale, what's his name? The guy, Ben, Odegaard, the right back. Forgot his name. Ben White. These guys are not even 25 yet, and they're playing so good. So you have so much to look forward to. So this whole idea of and then when someone said, "Oh, Arsenal have to play their best game to beat City," but City do not. That's a big lie. City had to play their best game last time to beat Arsenal. If City did not play their best game, they would have lost to Arsenal in London. Arsenal were leading them.
Absolutely.
They had to come and play one of the best football games they played all season to win that game. So if City go into that game thinking they're going to win, Arsenal will whoop them because Arsenal is not an easy team. Arsenal will beat most teams in Europe. So this idea of we don't respect City, no. I respect City, but I also respect Arsenal. I respect what they've achieved. I respect this team. Yes, they've wobbled, but going like a team that is on point is on on point to get 90, about 85 to 90 points this season has done very well. It's just the City is so good that if you get 90 points, you don't win the league. So this idea of that's not this, that's not that. To be very fair, I'm a Manchester United fan. I love to troll Arsenal. If Arsenal doesn't win the league, it's open season on them. But please, let's be very honest. I'll have to clap my hands every time. That's just what I'll say.
Let me say something before Jola says anything, which I appreciate that because it's exactly kind of what I said. But because I'm an Arsenal fan, I sound sentimental. I've become Malcolm J or whatever. But it's just factual. It is factual that we have had an amazing season. It is factual that we're not going to drop off. It makes no sense to expect that we'll drop off next season. We didn't even play the same number of games that Liverpool played last year, and they're grandfathers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all the predictions that people were making for our team were just wrong to begin with. Look at Ayo here. At the beginning of the season, who was your top 6? I said we'll finish 3rd. People were saying Arsenal will finish 6th. Things like that. So, I mean, the full expectation is this, right?
That's not fault. Remember, I did.
Yeah, right.
I did. I absolutely.
Okay.
I had United 5th. That's not fault.
We don't see that because I don't believe that. Anyway,
I was the one in our United.
I think John even had. I think John had us out of top 6
in our United group chat. You can go. I can dig this thing out.
No, I don't know what you did in your United group chat. What did you do for our podcast?
Official prediction. Yeah, that's not fault. I did.
Okay.
I said Arsenal's gonna have a good season. I said
we'll go and pull the receipts.
Who put it? I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember that Ayo.
If Ayo said he said it because that's
yeah. He said it.
That's not fault.
See. Okay. Anyway, but ultimately, the truth is we cannot. Like, I cannot say, hey, all the Premier League, our group, and everyone on Twitter.
Oh my God!
They're all going
for God's sake, I just praised your team, and you guys are still dissing me. Just lose the season, and then you people will run out of.
No, you know that on the man is a hater. Just be honest. Don't worry about the man.
He became a Crystal Palace fan. I remember. That's why. That's some Arsenal fans, right?
On the man is like. It's hot blood.
Ayo, leave them. They are forgetting Toby Odumosu sat on this forum. On this podcast and declared himself a PSG fan. Continue.
That was last season.
Okay.
It was literally last season.
I know, but he did it.
Yeah, and it was actually early last season.
He did it.
So I think, he completely did it. I was actually on the podcast. But I think you can have when situations change, you can see that and make adjustments. I don't think that's a big deal. That was you guys have to understand what we went through. I mean, all you guys could do was cry Ole out. This one in the middle, cried Ole out for almost 2 full years while we were watching. And then finally got kicked out. Okay, we're happy for you. So I mean, they wanted Arteta out. Arteta transformed it. I think he has transformed the team. We just needed time to see it. At some point, I said that myself. Okay. Either way, the trolls are coming. We get it. Yes. You guys will do it regardless.
Yes.
So I'm like, has anyone died from being trolled? No. So what is the hesitation for us? That's pretty much what I said. What is the hesitation? You guys control us and we'll survive, but we still need to believe that our team can do it. I just don't see why what else we have to do.
Why has this has it feels like a therapy session for Arsenal and Man U fans just because you're both going to face City and City has like
no, that's because Benny, you are the therapist.
It seems that way. I mean, I'm at a sunken place right now. Like I have nothing to play for. I have nothing to look forward to. I'm a Chelsea fan. But look, I have nothing to look forward to. But it just feels like a therapy session right now for Man U and Arsenal fans. Look, Man City they've entered this zone right now where they're essentially unplayable. They are so strong right now, and Pep has, with this new formation that he does, like 3-2-4-1, he has become like something else. And anybody that knows me knows that I don't like Pep. I don't like him for anything. So for all I care, he can lose to Man U and Arsenal. But you can't deny the fact that guy has a team right now that will wall up any team in Europe, And for you to think that it's you have to believe in hope. That's fine. You can believe in whatever you want to believe. But like one of my greatest characters said, I like, everything is meaningless in face of overwhelming power. Like if you bring your hope there, he will beat you and your hope on top. Like it's just that simple. Just accept the fact that look, you're underdogs. you're going into this. You don't need to beat your chest about any man. You can do this. We can do this. Answer can do this. Because we all know here that Man City are just that monster right now, the boogeyman in the league. And anybody they play right now is just only God can save you. Even then, God might say, "Yo, this is a lot for me to do," but come on, like you just have to be realistic. Man City is just better than everybody right now. So let's not like wax all lyrical about we can do this, we can do that. We can understand that it's already a losing battle before we start. Just understand that.
Let me take this comment. I know it's going to start there. I like that. Hold that space. Someone said, Bucci, space for start, the outside Emirates. Arsenal fans push for your start too. You know what? Tata, please, thank you for this comment. This man out here riding so hard. Your back not paying you, bro. Your back not paying you. Arsenal fans that every second they're on our neck. I was like, look at this guy praising them, saying, I'm not here for that.
I think you guys can actually have perspective. Like if you're on the podcast,
nah. Perspective.
Yeah, I mean, what is this? Like, what are we saying? What are we saying?
Perspective mother and his father.
Hold on. What are we saying that you guys cannot see that Arsenal had a good season this season? You guys are sitting out there telling me. Okay, don't be glad you're blind. Go on.
I don't subscribe to that real
If you don't raise,
no.
If
I don't see your armpit this season, EJ, I'm lying.
Okay,
you don't see what?
Obviously, I'm just playing.
If I don't see your armpit this season, if you don't do like this, if you're not carrying anything.
Okay. I see.
She's like,
if Arsenal fans are supposed to feel bad, how are Chelsea and Liverpool fans supposed to?
Guys, that's not what we're going to now. Is that part of the? Is that part of the?
Let's not even go.
Doing a review of Arsenal City game. Hey, it's just like it's a football show. EJ, how am I hater? I'm just saying facts.
I mean, not that he's a hater, but he's just too factual. Have some heart.
Have some empathy.
That was the goal. Okay. I don't know, bro. They didn't want to fight for the league. Looks like okay. Bucci, we are going to set a statue for you. Thanks, bro.
God forbid.
Arsenal win on Wednesday. Dio, please.
Who's Dio?
The Bayern
fan? My G.
I want to throw, but I see EJ's points.
See, the original Ajugun brother.
I see you.
Chelsea, they on life support inside the ICU.
No, I love it.
It's true up to Chelsea.
Chelsea, they mortuary right now. Under the
Chelsea know the page 2 again. They are a footnote now.
Yes, there's more 4 chance of Arsenal winning. This is a team that's conceded 7 goals last 7 games, lost 2 goals. Yeah. Okay. Wrap up this.
The odds are stacked against us. That's the bottom line. The odds are completely against us.
Let me just say my quick point on Arsenal. Okay, very, very brief. Listen. You guys, I don't care. All that one way Bucci they talk. That one at Jesus talk. Forget say this one as I do not care. I do not give a toss. I do not give a rest. Listen. Look, I can respect what Arteta. Forget the other one. You Arsenal fans, you man are getting roasted, bro. You man dropped. Listen, when I came here after the Liverpool game and Ovi was on this podcast, what did I say? I said you man should be very afraid. I said it. Ayo, you are on this podcast. I don't know who else was on here. I think Bola was on there too. It was Easter Sunday. I told you guys you should be very afraid. Why? Because there are structural deficiencies in that team. Why? Because you guys are still psychologically fragile. The only thing is this: you guys had so much therapy that the meltdown was delayed. And what are we seeing now? Last 10 games of the season, you guys are melting. You guys are melting faster than ice cream in Nigeria. Big man team, you guys are gone. When this man thought Arsenal were back, they thought it'd be like Nepal light for Nigeria. When Nepal bring light for Nigeria and they take it, that is exactly what Arsenal was on, bro. I am roasting you guys. The person I really want to roast is that Odua, your guy on Facebook. Joanno in the chat and Onome. Big man team, I don't have a problem with you guys. It is that Odua, your guy. You guys know who I'm talking about. You man know who I'm talking about. Usually when people lose, like Slammy, for example. After that Southampton game, my guy Sempe. You know, I respect people like that. Odunayo kept talking, bro. In for Yoruba people call people like Odunayo. Elenu Jijo be Kongabule. Elenu Jijo be Kongabule. That's what they call him because I don't. Elenu Jijo, Buchi and EJ. Elenu Jijo means somebody's mouth that's always leaking. Kongabule means the well that is in the village. So this guy's mouth, the thing just they run. The thing no they stop. Like saying now well for village. This guy's always chatting, bro. Always chatting. Man out here looking like a BTEX Finidi George, bro. This guy missed the memo that he was supposed to look like Finidi George. His evolution stopped at Curious George, bro. This guy is always chatting, bro. Always chatting, bro. I have work for you today. Now I'm going in on this man. I am going in on this man. This man won the December Premier League trophy. They're supposed to win EPL. They won EPL. Nah, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. They printed out shirts. They printed out shirts that they were in first position. Now the only position I am is in doggy position, bro. Get out of here. Bro, I'm done. I am done. It is sweet me. It is sweet me. Die. If you man don't win that league, EJ, I'm driving to your house. I'm just telling you right now because you are going to take it. You are going to take it for all the Arsenal fans that I cannot drive to. That's all. That's all.
Please turn it off.
Please mute him. For the rest of the podcast,
is literally insane right now.
One simple thing is there's going to be a podcast towards the end of the season where I'm going to be man saying everybody knows me, Jay knows me. I'm usually like tactical. I'm always very like, well, nah, this is not the podcast. I'm telling you.
Nah, forget tactics.
For me,
I am reasonable this week. Arsenal don't win the league. I'm coming back to Facebook.
The Arsenal Banter trade. It's never late. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's never late. It's never late. It's like God's time. It's always the best.
Let's move on. Champions League Europa. Let's talk about Napoli. I'll go, let me talk to maybe Buchi can talk about this one. Is Napoli overrated? We need to talk about it because they blew everybody away in Serie A, and at the first hurdle,
yep,
they fell out to the first major hurdle. You say they fell out to who did they fall out again?
AC Milan.
AC Milan.
Yeah.
I like perspective.
Yes.
I like perspective. Sometimes I like to step back and look at the picture so that I can see it very well. Napoli are not overrated, but Napoli overachieved. So how do I balance what I just said? This is a team that has to play well all the time to do well. Most of the season they've been playing well. Unfortunately for them, their blip came at the wrong time. Of course, they lost Osimhen at the wrong time, and then Quaradona decided to, lose his radar at the wrong time. And then, of course, in the first game, they lost the player that got a red card, the midfielder, the black midfielder, I forgot his name. Anguissa. Yeah, so these were key players. And then you also sometimes in football, like I was saying today, I said it in Manchester United in our group, sometimes you gotta, Lefty Gomez said, I'd rather be lucky than good. What he was technically saying was, no matter how good you are, if you're unlucky, you're not winning. I have to say that Napoli were unlucky against AC Milan because on the balance of play, AC Milan did not outplay them.
Yeah.
In the first leg, they should have come out with at least a draw. They missed big chances. In the second leg, of course, AC Milan missed the penalty, but they now missed the penalty that could have brought them to 2-1. And they had chances to score when it was 1-0. And they conceded a very cheap second goal. And then finally, they scored, but it was too late. Now, what I'm saying in essence is sometimes if it doesn't just break for you, you do not win. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I do not want to take it away from AC Milan. AC Milan played the perfect game. And I think AC Milan had their number. Or not that they have their number. AC Milan had the... I didn't troll Arsenal. I was nice to Arsenal.
Wrong person.
Wrong person.
Well, Napoli is about to lift.
Exactly, they're about to lift. But they've got because they played so well. They played so well all season, but they chose the wrong time and the wrong team to play bad against. Because AC Milan whooped them 4-0 earlier in the month, then they now beat them over the 2 legs I think if they had gotten another team, if they had gotten to the side of where Inter was, they would have been in the semi-final. But I think AC Milan, they were just let me just put it like this: the luck of the draw didn't work for them. The luck of injuries didn't work for them. Game state did not work for them. Things just kept turning against them, and of course, great teams overcome this thing. And I don't think Napoli is a great team. So I do not believe that they're overrated. However, I believe that they have overachieved. They winning the Scudetto is where they should be, but they're not a Champions League winning team. That's what I'll say.
So, in order for the sake of time, if anybody has any different opinion, person can take it. I saw EG roll her eyes. I saw Benny. I feel like if it's the same opinion,
I'll be
I was
quick.
rolling my eyes at the comments. Please. I agree with you.
sorry. I thought
Yeah, I'll be quick on mine. I think Napoli. I get Bucci's point that they had a bit of luck, and they were riding a wave essentially. But I also think that key personnel, like being missing, specific key personnel in certain parts of the field, contributed to it. Now we talk about Anguissa, who got the red, but the defender, that Korean guy Kim Min Jae, that's like the talk of too. That's being like he had just yellow discipline on yellow cards, and Osimhen is now back in the form he was before that injury. I think there was that trip to Nigeria that he took for that friendly. As I don't know, his village people had like direct contact. They didn't need Bluetooth anymore. Like direct contact to him. Okay, now we can actually affect your life. At that point, it just went down and a perfect storm of just bad things, because that team relied mainly on, I want to say, like mainly on individual brilliance in key parts of the field. Now it just so happened that those particular people were off or just not on their game when they needed them the most. So for Kvaratskhelia, as good as he is, obviously, I mean, the PK miss there was probably a low light for him there. But anyway, I think that they just had a bad luck. As pretty much what he's saying, essentially, bad luck. Well, AC Milan will get walloped whoever faces them, like whoever they face. Wait, they're facing Inter. Never mind.
Inter Milan.
Never mind.
They might be in the final.
Yeah.
Well, my only hope right now is that Madrid beat that City, because I can't stand Pep. I really cannot.
Amen.
All says no, Napoli is not overrated. As football fans, your comments they're good. Good comment. Thank you, but man, they're long, man. For granted, winning the league isn't beans. Playing the local team Champions League is also trickier than playing foreign team. Good point. It's now the race in Leao, while Napoli's Kvaratskhelia did not have a good game. Saying they're overrated is disrespectful. They're a very good side. They're just not as financially buoyant as other top teams. Okay, finishes that. For perspective, City with all their resources have won Champions League yet.
That's another topic.
Bayern get it wrong with the sack. I know. If anybody wants to dive at it, who wants to jump in first?
I think Ayo should take this one.
I'll take it. I think
Ayo should take this one.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Not because of who they went to. It's more the fact that they have issues in their squad, right? They have issues in their squad. Their midfield is not as great as it used to be, in my personal opinion.
I agree.
Second, you don't go from Lewandowski to Choupo-Moting. Let's be serious here. Choupo-Moting is a good, decent striker, but you lose.
He's a squad player, man.
An elite squad player. Striker, I think they should have not sacked. Nagglesman, in my opinion. And the reasons they gave were very petty. Like, see it out. It's the end of the season. Just see it out. Why? Because you sack the man now, right? And that manager, who we can agree at least has shown himself to be proven in the competition, has come in, and you still get knocked out, and now you are still behind. For perspective, right? They were behind Dortmund, and they say, "Oh, that's why they're firing him. That is unacceptable." Tuchel comes, wins the game, destroys Dortmund. They go ahead. They say, "Oh, everything is fine." Everybody was saying this was the right decision. What happens in the next 3 games? They go out of
walloped by Mainz.
They got walloped by
City.
And they
City
lost
first.
And now they're behind. So maybe it's just not coaching,
Yeah.
maybe it's just the quality of the squad that is showing now. So that's my opinion. I think a lot of times, and I used to be guilty of this in the past, but I'm not. I don't pay attention as much to coaching versus the quality of the squad. The quality of the squad is not as great as it should be. It's as simple as that. Bayern's quality. And they failed to address that. Instead, they think they change coach and they're kind of literally in the same position they kind of were. So that's just my simple opinion about that.
When I was a kid, they called Bayern FC Hollywood. They got that moniker when I was a kid.
Yeah.
This season, they showed us why they're called FC Hollywood. Dressing room problems, coach fighting with the director of football. Director of football fires coach. Chairman doesn't seem to be happy with it, but it's coming out to defend the decision because at the end of this season, you're looking at maybe apart from Tuchel surviving, there will be a squad overhaul, and most likely Khan is getting fired. He might not survive. That's
Oliver
how.
Kahn?
Yeah, it's already in the press. The rumors in the press that he's getting fired.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
too.
so it's FC Hollywood. Sane and Mane, both had their own issues. Like they just brought out what was in the dressing room. I don't think that team just came out of the blues. I think that team is going through a spell of too many egos. Sane hasn't been in great form. Mane doesn't seem like he's a good fit. Gnabry is not in great form. Like you really have to go through that squad and tell me who's in good form. Which Bayern player is really, really in top form? They've been up and down all season, so it's not a surprise.
Yeah, I think that the timing was off for Nagglesman's firing. Everybody knows me knows I'm a great Tuchel fan. I'm a huge fan of Tuchel, but the timing there was pretty suspect, and the reason they gave was even worse. But yeah, you don't fire someone like that, like right before a crucial Champions League. Now you don't do that, especially if your only yardstick is the league. Look at you now. You just look like fools because you fired him, hired Tuchel, and now you're in a worse position than you were before you fired him. So before you fired Nagglesman. So I do agree that there's some squad issues there. The defense, center back, right? The defense has always been an issue. And I never got the hype around Upamecano, like from the beginning. I never got the hype. I really never. I never got a hype around Upamecano ever since I think 2021 when they played. Was it Leipzig? No, or
Manchester United
No. There was a team they played and they got beaten 5-1 or something.
It was Manchester United when he was at Leipzig.
Yeah. When Rashford dropped a hat trick on their head.
Yeah.
He was at this game, his particular game, he was playing for Bayern. He was playing for Bayern.
Who was playing for Bayern?
Leipzig was different. This time he was playing for Bayern, and he was on the end of a 5-something whooping. And I was like, this guy is not that good.
By Starboy Rashford.
It might have been City.
By Starboy Rashford. Let's get that in.
It might have been City.
What are we talking about? Why am I hearing Rashford?
I'll find the game again. But
DJ just got triggered by the name Rashford.
I'll find the game again, but it was just not that impressive. And then you have that with Matthijs de Ligt, who's good, decent, but he's quite erratic. He's quite erratic. He's not like you need a common presence next to an erratic center back.
That guy picked in his childhood.
Okay, fair point.
But yeah,
let's move this on. What happened to Manchester United? So I think maybe should we let Oga Kwame has said okay. If you want to know Oga Kwame's reaction, Oga Kwame, you're not talking about this one. Go and check the video. It's there. Footy Fantasy is on YouTube. I'll give my quick 30-second spiel about it. 30-second spiel. I think Manchester United suffered from being too casual in the first leg. Should have put that game away. I also think ETH got it wrong. People don't like to criticize coaches. I'll criticize him for this one. It almost felt like the players did not expect them to be high press. Like these guys, this is what they do. That's what the coach is known for. That was their game plan. They didn't execute well the first time and second time. But the majority of the blame for me, I guess, maybe 60% goes to like David De Gea and Maguire together. But mostly David De Gea. He was horrible in that game. His passing. He was horrible. So those are my thoughts. That's why I went out.
I'll add one thing to you quickly. If a coach gets everything right, you cannot legislate for those kind of errors. If you're giving goals away, 2 cheap goals away, then what's the coach supposed to do? Like the first goal should have never been conceded. The last goal should have never been conceded. The second goal was basically a lucky goal. It went off a guy's shoulder. So it looked like a game where Manchester United just shot themselves in the foot. No matter what the coach did before the game, and I also agree the coach might have gotten it wrong, but let's be fair. There's no way a coach plans for that kind of nonsense. It was just horrible.
Comment says Sevilla is Sevilla. It's not over until it's over. They're a bad team, though. I believe
They're a
that
very poor team this season.
worked for them. I can almost predict that they will get knocked out. I enjoyed your last years in that video. Long may it continue. One more final try. That leads us to our next topic. We look at the bracket, where we are doing the bracket. So we have a bracket. Can I share this? I think I can share. Let me see if I can share where we are so that for full transparency. Give me. I have this open.
Okay, while we wait before you share it,
Let's talk quick fire predictions. Before I share quick fire predictions for the semi.
Man City is beating Real Madrid.
Okay.
My head's okay.
The Real Madrid's luck is about to run out.
Are we going round? Let's go fixture by fixture, right?
Yeah. Man City, Madrid. So Buchi has said it's Benny.
My head says City, my heart says Madrid.
Okay.
So you're saying City will win it then? Because your head
I'm
is
going.
right.
Look at people talking about hope since I'm going to head now. No, I'm going with my heart. If you're talking about hope, I want to go to head. No logic this time. We're not going. We're not trying to have a rational conversation right now. We're going heart, a logic, a rationality. Yeah, let's just go with. I'm going Madrid.
DJ.
5-2 Madrid. Without listening to those City boys, no. 5-2.
Me and EJ are finally in alignment. I'm picking Madrid.
The White Walkers.
Whether it's heart or head, does not pick Madrid.
The White Walkers of Europe. They can't keep doing this every time.
The White Walker was eventually killed, no?
That's what I'm saying. I call the White Walkers. They can't do this every time. Sometimes don't snow.
No, it's Aria actually.
Yeah, Aria, but I'm saying Aria. Yeah.
Don't know was dead.
Everybody, bring out the nerd in you now. Bring out the nerd in you. Let us see how nerdy you are.
Aria prevails. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, good correction. I think Man City goes through. Okay.
God.
Milan Inter, God have mercy. I can't even predict this game.
I can just. I'm gonna go Milan actually. I'm gonna go Milan.
I'm saying Milan too because I'm just picking one. Milan.
They have more firepower. I think they have more firepower in front there than.
My brother's an AC Milan fan, and I told him that the only thing that's guaranteed is that somebody will break bottle on another person's head in one of those games. That's one thing Milan fans are known for. Somebody will get injured. But in terms of football, I think AC Milan has this one. Plus, I mean, Lukaku's dead food, and I hope he doesn't win anything. Wow.
Man, this guy does not forgive, man.
No, I don't. Only God forgive.
I would remind me never to offend you.
Bro, next time you eat, if you ever find yourself like having diarrhea or purging, just know you've offended some people because there's no way you can be saying all these things and have no repercussions, really. Like, no, it's no life is not after you.
My mother is a prayer warrior in our church, though. So
don't worry.
I think the language, Onama says, unless you don't know, Madrid's like a plague that doesn't want to go away. I think Inter will pip it. I hope City win though. Yeah, we know that you're a Pepite.
Of course.
I can't stand Pep, man. I really can't.
Aren't you a Pepite too, Aya?
I can.
He definitely
different reasons though. Different reasons. I am.
Bruh, no man, I don't need to leave rent free in your head.
I want that to cry. His neighbors are doing it.
City can win everything they want to, but that Champions League.
That Champions League.
They can win the Premier League. They can win FA. They can
Let
win.
me say something.
In fact, they can win World Cup if they want.
Let me say something quickly.
Nah, I don't want.
One of the reasons why I was hoping Arsenal wins the league is because if you get 90 points and you can't win the league, there's no hope for the rest of us. So,
but
there's no hope for the rest of us.
Is this
basically,
it's happened before now.
City will
literally happened.
Yeah,
like
City
2 or
will
3
just
years
keep
ago.
winning this till perpetuity or till Pep dies.
It has happened twice.
This will just become a farmers' league.
Oh, this has happened twice though.
When?
When they took it from Liverpool.
Liverpool got 96 points. Did not win the league.
Yeah.
Liverpool got 93 points last season. Did not win the
89
league.
points.
Yeah. I thought you said it happened recently where they won the league by 80 points.
No. I'm responding to Buchida. Why is he surprised?
Buchi,
Because he's saying if you can get 90 points, I don't win the league. I see Liverpool.
No, he's surprised that it's consistently happening.
Yeah.
We understand why though.
Buchi, the hope is that by the time my own team starts contending for
You
titles,
understand why though?
Pep would have left.
We know why.
Amen.
It's
Amen.
because of his
Pep
squad.
will live in Jesus' name. Don't worry.
They have 2 first 11s.
Pep needs to leave us. Leave our league. This is the longest we have been in any league. It's like 7 years.
Yeah,
Go away.
Yeah, Pep out.
I agree.
Yes, come and rescue us.
I agree because of Pep, but you also have to look at the squad they have. Again, let's not get carried away by like magic of coaches. They are not magicians, right? They have all-time 2 squads, and they bought the best striker.
We know that,
and that's why I can never. I really don't.
Give that team to Oli, and they are not winning jack.
That's the reason why Oli won't get it. Though when people say that, it's very like,
give that. What I'm saying is,
ultimate point. It goes hand in hand. Pep is requiring these kinds of like mega squads, and they're bringing it to our league where they have that kind of issue before. So it needs to go, and they need to relegate City. Relegate City.
Let's not get twisted. I've been the biggest defender of Pep. Anytime they have any law, you know that. But what I'm saying is what is making it crazy this level consistently.
Yeah,
the ability to hire people who know what they are doing, and they are recruiting players. Then you now add the Pep factor. Like Pep is always ahead of the game, innovation wise. He's the one that first picked the game. That all you trying to buy attackers and buy. I don't care about that. Midfielders.
Real Madrid
had control the game and control the game.
Real Madrid had Galacticos.
Yeah.
Some of the best players. If you look at that Real Madrid Galactico era, some of those players were some of the best players that ever played football.
Yep.
They could not do things.
Correct.
Rijkaard managed a team that was exceptional.
Correct.
They could not win this consistently.
Correct.
One of the reasons why people always respect Alex Ferguson is because he kept winning consistently. Because the problem with winning consistently is not that your team is very good. It's motivating them to keep going. These players come back hungry. You know, Arsenal is pushing them and they step up. Liverpool push them and they step up.
That's why he's best manager of this generation. When I say people I said this years ago, people were like, you're coming, you're a City fan. I said this for a long time.
Best manager of this generation.
What I'm just saying is, let's not
He is the best manager of this generation.
Who's better than him in this generation?
There's nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
It's hard to argue with when you look at the achievements and everything, the accolades, but it's just the context, man. This guy has so much resources from treasure troves of resources to treasure, and that's why I can't rate him really. I want him to do a lot with little.
You know what?
Why should he?
Because last year he had a monster squad, won the league. It wasn't enough. Went to get the biggest striker. No, you can't keep having risk. No way. You guys can't commit me on that. That's fraudulent. That's fraudulent to me. Like, how do you have that biggest squad? You can't be that good and then have enough money to go and get the biggest striker.
You know the flaw in your logic, Benny. You make it sound like they got paid by putting the lottery for him. That's the big flaw. When people say that, there's a reason. That's the reason why they're trusting, because it's Pep. They're not going to do that for anybody else.
True. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying he's not as good as everyone paints him to be. After this City, whatever, I want to see where he goes. It has to be either PSG or somewhere else with a boatload of money.
Benny,
he can't go anywhere with reasonable resources
when
and
Chelsea
do anything.
had this kind of team, Chelsea was not performing like this.
Correct.
Which kind of team? Wait, which team?
I'm saying when they did in Ferguson's era.
Do you remember that?
Remember that period when Chelsea had like 2 squads.
You're talking about 03 and 04?
Yeah,
that we won the league convincingly.
You won it twice, and then you petered out.
You took off the manager now. You took off the Pep at the time. You took off Jose Mourinho. You can't just like take out Mourinho.
Was fired because his team started tanking.
No, that's not why he was fired. No,
let's come back. Let's go.
That's not why he was fired. We'll argue this later. That wasn't why he was fired, though. No.
Sam said my prediction for this match.
Okay, sorry.
Milan will win. And also, I'm not really against City. I'm not like you guys that don't want City to win the Champions League. I'm not against City winning. In fact, I think it would be nice for him to win the Champions League with City. They've not done it. Have they never won it?
They've never won it. They've never won it.
And they will never win it.
Okay, I mean, that's fine. I'm not against it, but when they come against my other team in Spain, I'm not picking. I don't bet against Real. And I think history has told us not to bet against Real in these stages. Maybe not 2 years ago, but at least not against City. So we're winning that. 5-2. We can move on.
Ayo, take comment.
5-2.
Okay. So now brackets right now. EJ is on top of the bracket.
Ayo, there are a lot of comments.
There are a lot of comments.
Yes, please
Yeah,
take them.
so like.
Can you please ignore every comment from Akinola Adigun? Every comment from Akinola. Can we ignore every single comment from Akinola?
Okay, let's start from this. I need some say facts, Bucci. Okay. You don't need to rate him. You had Potter with everything and did crap.
Yeah.
Put your name there, Bishop, for you. Put your name there.
No,
No. Before it wasn't on the man. Before.
Ateta did one internship for 1 year and almost challenged title for next year.
It's like 2 or 3 years, right?
Exactly. I was like, that's like
I thought I was there for 4 years.
Let's chill. The argument about having resources is not valid. He's pained. Your owner is doing the same, but failing. Anyways, far better than Pep, in my opinion. I'm a Pep hater. Fair enough. We are just waiting. I'm with you, Benny.
I'm not with you. I can't leave me alone.
He has got to a point where he can't date Sarah Ijebu Gari anymore. Wow. I love it. I love it. Pep can't manage more resources anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I'm Ben McCarthy.
City winning the issue is inevitable. Football on the field and investment strength finally converge. Just a matter of time. Yeah, it's that simple.
Yeah.
Even though we just keep.
I will fire that. This thing.
Let's go to another good topic of this, so I can sip. Let me get my word wine.
Okay, let's split this. Let people talk about each manager instead of talking about why each manager. Let's do it another way. Let me suggest that there are 4 managers. Let's split it each and one person rounds it up.
I'll take the last name there.
Okay.
Anyway, can you tell us why? Let's start with
don't start with me. I'm taking the last name there. That last name
on purpose, on Boehly for a reason.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking that number 4.
Okay, let me go first. Let me take Kompany. I'll take Kompany. I don't think Kompany is a good fit. I think he's a good fit. It all depends on what Chelsea really want to do. Kompany is a guy that needs support. He needs time. If Chelsea want to do what they did with Potter and Tuchel, because they kind of did the same thing with both guys. This season they didn't get Potter Tuchel what he wanted, and then when it got to Potter, they just overloaded him with players. Like they just poured everything on him and expected him to manage all that massive resources. Sometimes you got to understand that a young manager, which Potter is, at this level, he's very young or he's like a naive guy at that level, needs some time to adjust and he needs time to grow. The same thing applies with Kompany. If you're going to hire Kompany, then that means, one, you're going to back him to prune the squad the way he wants, cut the guys he doesn't like, don't impose on him players, and basically don't let power player prevail, because Kompany is a kid. Some of the players in that team are his age mates. Some might even be older than him. I'm not sure how old he is, because I think
maybe it's like Thiago Silva's age.
Okay,
yeah,
he's basically
2 years younger.
He's 2 years younger than Thiago Silva, exactly. Yeah, because he got retired because of injuries. It's quite young. And so
he's still not young. He's 36. He'll be 37 this year.
He's younger than me, EJ. He's a kid. I'm joking.
Okay, EJ.
Yeah. You have an analyst back there to give you all the numbers.
I just remember people's ages.
Okay.
All of you too, then.
But you guys get my point. My point is, if you are going to go hire Kompany, let it be a project. Let it not be a case of we bring Kompany in and it's magic. There's no magic one with Chelsea. Chelsea has to go through that process, and you got to let the process brew. Instead, you're not getting good tea. That's my point.
Great. EJ, tell me who's the best fit for Chelsea as a manager?
Best out of this list?
Yes.
My God.
Okay.
None?
Okay, it doesn't have to be this list. Just tell me who do you think best fit?
None?
No?
I don't know. Who's their current coach?
We don't know. Who's your current coach, Benny? I don't know your current coach.
Lampard, man like Mr. Lamppost.
Yeah. So I think obviously run far away from Pochettino.
Zero.
I think it's on 004 now. It remains 3.
Zero draws.
No. If you want to count from beginning of the year, it's on 008.
Super Frankie Lampard, legend leader. I will not say the last one.
No, I wasn't against them getting Frank Lampard. I wasn't against them getting it. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? It's good that they build that bridge back with him. There's no chance of him getting the job at the end of the season. I know he's probably hoping. There's no chance of him getting the job and then he's their legend, so they fired him, right? So now it's kind of like full circle. They can move on next season. So this season's a wash. He's just there to hand the reins over. But the person is not Poch. Nagglesman, maybe. I really believe they fired Potter because Tottenham fired their coach and they knew that they need to move fast. I thought they were moving fast because of Nagglesman. But since they haven't really closed that deal, I mean, I guess it's still on the table. It's probably the best out of this bunch.
He withdrew. He withdrew.
Oh, he withdrew.
Yeah.
So now it's not even an option.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I don't know. But you can't go from that to Poch. When has he coached last?
Last season. They coached PSG last season.
Was it last season or 2 seasons ago?
Last season.
No, it was last season with PSG.
Okay, what happened to him there?
Got fired.
Yeah, they fired him.
Okay,
Player
so
power.
And he didn't win the league. Remember, he didn't win the league.
yeah, so you can't not win
He won
the
the
league.
league.
Won the league.
No,
won
but
the league.
didn't he miss it the first season when they
The first
appointed him?
year, but he won it last year.
Okay.
Then he got fired because of player
Okay.
power.
Because I thought it was only Unai that lost the league, and that this is why I hate him.
No.
I thought he lost the league with PSG. Anyway, Pochettino is not the answer. So I think we need to bring secret option number 3 to the table.
Oli?
And I think it's that guy that y'all sent away. Or you write him off. And he ran from Chelsea. And he ran from Spurs. I think y'all need to bring him back.
Are you talking about Jose? Are you talking about Jose Mourinho?
Conte. And then Conte is the
Conte.
Yeah. Conte is a great
Hey,
coach.
you know what? I was letting you talk, EJ, but wait. I feel like you have an agenda against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Your hate is coming out small now. I can see it.
No.
I can see the hate coming out
want to
small.
burn whatever is left of the bridge. Because that
What's
was
gonna
just
happen?
petrol and fire and just light the place up.
They have money to burn and they're buying players. Those are the only 2 things Conte ever wants in his life. And you guys are leaving him on the table. Go for Pochettino.
Benny,
Okay,
before
go
you
ahead.
go, I just have one quick. I this is your team, so I want to let you have the last word. So I actually do agree with EJ, but depending on what Chelsea wants.
Man, is it raining outside?
Chelsea, do you man just want to win right now, or do you actually want to build some kind of model that is workable for years? If it's no that you want to win, Conte will win for you. Now
They want to win now. We know them.
He'll burn the whole club down while he's doing that, and by the time he leaves, you're going to have to do another rebuild. But on this list, I actually think for what Chelsea fans want, which I hear is a rebuild, Pochettino is your best bet. Nagglesman, even if he did not remove himself from the running, I just feel like he doesn't have the maturity to run a big club like Chelsea, Bayern Munich, or any other like European giant. Kompany, really? Are we going to do this again? Like you guys just went from a manager who everybody knows that the leap from Brighton to Chelsea was way too big, and now we're going to go from Boehly to Chelsea. Come on,
No.
I like Kompany. I mean, I'm all for giving black coaches a chance, but let him do it with Brighton. I mean, with Burnley in the Premier League for a couple of years. So yeah, on that list, Pochettino is the best bet. Unless you want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I hear still coaching his child under 14 team in Norway, so he's also available.
Benny, go.
I have been in so much pain these last couple of months. It's so bad. But I'll say this though. You're right in the sense that we used to like win now. Our mentality is like we just want to win now. Probably a function of being a fan of a team owned by Roman who did it for like years and whatever. Yes. Now I will say though, people say, oh, that's just short-sighted. We're short-sighted and we've won trophies, like a lot of trophies over that period. So you can't really say, oh, that's short-sightedness if the end justifies the means. Now, there are a lot of teams out there that are trying to, we want to build for the future. Arsenal have been doing that for years.
Yeah.
It's literally going to be 20 years since they won the Premier League. United kind of want to start going in that path, but now we'll see how far it goes, but whatever. My point is that trying to build for the future doesn't guarantee success. There's this formula of win now tells you, okay, we are just addressing what's the most important right now, the biggest issues right now. Let's win now. And that's been successful so far. Now, with this new owner that we have, like I really, really considered going into like, a career of like being a native doctor or something, because this guy I know they don't have village people here, but he needs village people on his case. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know. The village people here, they are drinking, they eat butter. They don't eat paku like us.
Bros,
My
go
point
to
is that
Louisiana.
this guy comes in, and initially when he came in, everyone was like, oh, maybe he's a genius or whatever. He's a billionaire. Obviously, he can't be stupid. But there are stupid billionaires in this world. Clearly, very, very stupid billionaires. Because when we started, everyone was talking about, he's doing something novel, maybe something different. Let's give him a chance. When I knew this guy had no clue what he was doing was when he came in, fired a check. Now people say he didn't fire them, they just went on their own accord. But no, he fired those people. Fired those people, and then assumed the role of the sporting director.
Yeah.
Assumed the role of a director in a game he knows nothing about. Absolutely nothing about. Assigned, said, okay, so I can't do this by myself. Then he gave so much responsibility to the coach at the time, like, in addition to you coaching or whatever, I want you to also make decisions. Make decisions on this one and that one and this and that one. And that guy got overwhelmed. We had a terrible preseason. He said, okay, I'll back you in the transfer market. Bought him some players. 6 years later, fired him and went to hire Graham Potter. At that point, I was saying Boehly out. My man Ogakwame here sat there with a straight face and told me Potter is a genius. Sat there with a straight face, looked me in my eye, dead in the soul of my life, and told me Potter is a genius. That's when I thought, look, this guy has, maybe I don't know what he was cooking otumoko for everybody drinking it, and everybody just believed he's a genius because he's so rich. But he has been stupid time and time again, and people still giving him a chance time and time again. What is he doing thinking about Kompany? What is he doing thinking about Vincent Kompany? Why is Kompany even there? Enrique came. There's Enrique. He fired what's his name? Potter. Finally, after receiving sense, I actually don't believe he received sense. I believe they forced his hand and he fired Potter. And went and said, okay, we can actually hire a proper manager now. Nagglesman is available. Enrique is available. These guys are available. But no, you know what? We have some time. Let's go and bring back the current failure of Everton, the previous failure of Chelsea, to come back here because he will connect with the fans. 004. What was the tally?
004.
About to be 005. This guy came in. Now, I will say, even though he has been disastrous, he has actually done better than Potter in my eyes, but yet it's not enough.
You think so?
Wait, who said that? You called Potter a genius. You can't say anything to me. But my point is this: if you are not serious as an owner, that thing trickles down to the very bottom of the player. If I'm a player in that squad, seeing so many people, a bloated squad, people just come in anyhow, spending without any direction, money misroad. Boehly is money misroad. He's just going out there outbidding himself. Probably the best bit of business he did so far, in my opinion, was Enzo. And Enzo Fernandez is not worth 120 million. I don't care I don't care what you think, how good he is. He is not worth that much for what he brings to the field. He's not coming there to come and learn. He's coming there to come and show what he is. And what he is right now is half of what Kante is. I don't care what you say. The guy is not worth 120 million. And that's the best bit of business he has done. We have Mikhailo Modric, whatever his name is, Modric or whatever. Man's first touch. Mukaila, his first touch is rivaling Lukaku's. Like, I don't understand. As a dribbler, how you can have a good first touch like that, I don't understand. He has spent money uselessly, aimlessly, and people saying, but he's spending money. What is the point of spending money if you don't know what to spend money? You just spend money aimlessly. Have a bloated squad, and the reports came out recently, and I actually believe all the reasons they gave for why they fired Tuchel, hogwash. This report that came out recently that they fired him because he didn't let Boehly into the dressing room at halftime. I believe that well because of all this nonsense he's doing, coming to the dressing room at halftime to come and show people things and to come and talk to the team. What are you doing there as an owner? What are you doing there? What do you think this is? Do you think it's reality TV? Reality TV?
Wow.
Looking at Enrique, Nagglesman, they rejected us. Nagglesman rejected us and said, no, I don't want this nonsense there. And this man say, okay, let's talk to all this up and coming. We have been linked with everybody. It's a matter of time. Only a matter of time before we get linked to Eguavon. I am sure of it. Eguavon is going to get linked to Chelsea. That Ghana coach, he's going to get linked. Everybody's getting linked to Chelsea left and right. Open WhatsApp today or Facebook today. He's linked to this, he's linked to that. What is Kompany doing in the discussion of Chelsea coaches, for God's sake? What is he doing there? I don't understand. Boehly is a cancer to that team. Everyone keeps talking about Potter, this, Potter, that. No, I don't blame any of the managers. I don't blame any of the players. That guy is the biggest downfall of Chelsea right now. He's the biggest reason why Chelsea are where they are right now. He's actually, to me, he's the only reason why they are right now. He should have just left us. Why did he even buy Chelsea, Seth? Just leave us to be under administration. I don't care.
Who's
Why
the
did he buy Chelsea? Why? There are some
Benny, I have
savage
one
guys
question.
ready there. Hi, God.
Benny, I just have a question. Just one question. Like, this is a real question though. Like, so why do you think Nagglesman really took himself out? Because he already did the interview process. I heard there was a presentation. He went to London, had a whole interview, and then all of a sudden,
The report was that he looked and said that, okay, based on the direction Chelsea were going in terms of the people they were talking to, in terms of the coaches, that he wasn't sure what direction they're trying to go to. My opinion was he realized these guys are looking for a yes man. They are just looking for a yes man, someone they can control anyhow.
he's not one.
That's why he left. Enrique was never going to stand up for that. People were talking about Mourinho. Mourinho will come there and play for this Chris man that calls himself, I believe in the new philosophy that we can 4-4-3. Mourinho will come there. Mourinho, he and the guy will fight first day now. Day one, they will fight straight up. We're not going to get a proper manager until this owner catches some sense, and by some sense I mean leaves the club, like not like completely. You can put the money there, but take yourself away from any decision making. You can own the club, but just distance yourself from decision making. You don't have to be involved in something you don't know anything about. Like, I don't understand. It's like a man coming in and saying, okay, these are the things you face in your third trimester of having a baby. You don't understand anything about having a baby. You don't understand anything about that in your body. Leave it for people that know what they're talking about. Just leave it to them. Yeah. And you'll be there standing there looking like one kind of overinflated balloon. Like, I'm glad those fans up there gave him a piece of their minds. I am glad. I hope they insulted his father. I hope they insulted his mother, because that guy is stupid. Very stupid. I don't understand how someone that rich can be that stupid. I don't understand. I really don't. You know what? Let me stop there.
Okay.
Today's Sunday.
Since you don't read the video, that's a good thing.
Today's Sunday.
You're preaching.
Nah.
That was heartfelt.
Benny, I know you have been keeping that for a long time.
That came from
I am tired. I don't tire.
No,
I'm tired.
I actually nearly teared up. I really did. I almost cried. There's something he said that was like, it was so sad. I was like, oh, why? Why are you buying guys?
To manage a football club and to be prosperous.
I'm a Manchester United fan. I've lived with the Glazers for 18 years. You'll be fine.
It takes more than the manager. It takes
man. That owner is
manager. It takes the football decisions along with the coach. So me, I guess I'll make an attempt and say who I think is the best fit. Right? I think it's Poch, in my opinion. Just like Jola said, or Gakwame said. Develop young players if he's given time. But of course, the key is what you just said, Benny, the ownership, the structure above him. They have to go. Like, there's no quick fix. There's no quick fix for Chelsea. There was no quick fix for Arsenal. There's no quick fix for Manchester United. So back to Chelsea, there's no quick fix. They have to give a manager time to remove bad eggs or players who he doesn't see a direction with them, improve young players, and do proper structural squad building. They have to. There's no way around this. And I think also you have to back the right manager. Out of everybody that's come out, we've seen Poch do it in Spurs. They have to do that. That's the only way. Because Poch has the confidence to remove players from the squad and do the management and kick out player. He doesn't care. He will do it. But we'll see. Will he get the time? That's a different kettle. I doubt it.
Poch that won't win anything.
There's one good
though. Forget about
one good thing for Chelsea though.
Why will he wait? That's the problem. That's the problem in our mentality here. How can you say forget about winning things? How can you say forget about that?
Throw that away. That's the best way.
You have to forget about winning things right now.
Impatience is what.
That's not your first priority.
That's what Chelsea. That's what Chelsea the last 5 years since Conte. People have gone nowhere. You did this. Oh,
we won the Champions League. What do you mean we've gone nowhere? We won the Champions League literally.
That was like ahead of schedule thing, right? Because you see.
And look at where you are now.
Win. You guys know.
I bet you will take that win. Right about now, you will take that win.
I will.
Exactly. We'll to the answer. Forget all this long story. We'll to the answer sharply.
Okay, let me put it this way. Let me reply to you, Benny. Let me put it this way quickly. There's something about winning sustainably and winning that you can sustain. What Chelsea are doing now will not lead to winning. They've bought a lot of young players and given them long-term contracts, which means they have invested in these players, and so they have to put time into them. Because nobody's taking, for example, Mukaila from you. Because he's on long-term wages. He's on and the
Oh,
wages
man.
are expensive.
That man is
I don't
9 year
understand why
contract.
So
the hell.
you gotta invest in him.
That
Two
was not smart. Who
two
signed
is you
someone
have
for
to
8 years?
build the club. You have to build director of football. You don't even have one yet.
Whose
still have
fault
this
is that
guy that
then?
doesn't know
That's my
anything.
point. Whose
So
fault is
if you-
that?
No, but if you do not start fixing those things and you start going manager to win, it's the same thing you've been doing all season. You're just throwing money at a problem instead of trying to go to the root of the problem. Look at what club did with Liverpool. Look at how long it took him. You kind of break down that squad. You're very lucky. You have 11, 12 players leaving at the end of this season. Let all of them go, or most of them go. Don't go and start doing that desperate thing of let's give Conte 3 years contract. Let's give this one. Let's renew Thiago Silva. No. Because your squad is bloated. Let a lot of them go, unless the ones you know that are absolutely necessary. Instead, dude, you're not playing league, Champions League next season. You're not playing Europa. You're not playing anything. So your aim next season is to be as close as possible to the top 4. Give these kids a chance. Get a manager, get a director of football that can identify where you have holes. The manager comes in, builds the structure, knows who's going to fit into the squad, and then maybe let the ones that you don't like. That way, in 2 or 3 years, you would be good. But if you start going, want to win now, you have to keep spending more and more money.
Okay.
The FFP will just come and
I hear
suspend
you.
guys.
I hear you, and you are being way too logical right now. You assume that the people at the helm right now have sense. What you're saying right now assumes that people at the helm of Chelsea right now have any sense, because you're talking about who in their right mind goes there and says, "Okay, I'm going to sign a player for 8 years, 8 years, 8 whole years." And then you say,
that's a death row contract, So
that's
nice.
Yeah.
Then you say, I'm going to amortize them. I'm going to amortize the value of that. First of all, I'm an accountant. First, I don't see how that's possible, and we'll see what FFP says about that in a few months.
Okay.
When they start auditing those books, we'll see what they say about that in a few months, because I don't understand how you amortize an asset over the life of the asset when the asset can just go away one day. You have to look. Point is, these guys came in. I'm talking about Boehly and them. We talked about Liverpool right now. FSG, they came in, but how many times did you hear Dona speak? How many times
we don't even know him?
You don't even know who he is. You don't know who the Glazers said for all their nonsense. Do you see that?
I think it's a difference.
Yeah.
The guy is just coming there, blah, vomiting nonsense, blah, to everything. Talking about it, putting his hand into things he knows nothing about. So we talk about a direction right now. You need a leader with direction. And Boehly is not it. Egbali is not Egbali is they're not it right now. They're not ready to be that leader that would say, okay, we're going to give people that know what they are doing this leeway to do what they need to do. No, as long as they are in charge, no manager decision will make sense. That's why, to me, even if Poch is the most logical of the list you just put here right now, it still will not make sense, because it's Boehly that's making the decision. It still will not make sense. Like, it will not. If they appoint Jesus, it still will not make sense.
Benny, the point is, with Glazers, for example, right? They don't know what they're doing. They don't they're horrible, but they still kind of stumbled on the right decision in Erik ten Hag. So maybe that happened to you. Maybe that happened for Chelsea.
I pray not, but
maybe
I pray not.
Okay.
But,
you still had the director in there. Who was that guy that actually quit recently? I forget his name. Who was the IRF? What? For Man U now.
Ed Woodward.
Woodward was the face. Like, at least Woodward maybe knew something about football.
He was a banker.
He came from JP Morgan.
Okay, whatever. At least he's smart. Boehly is not smart. Boehly is not smart at all. He is not smart at all. Like, he is literally a dumb person. Like, it makes no sense. You're right, Spliveron. Benny, don't kill me. Cheerleaders come halftime show. It's only a matter of time. Look at our preseason. Look at our upcoming preseason. Brighton. We're playing Wrexham in a preseason game. Are you kidding me? Chelsea versus Wrexham.
That's celebrity ball now.
Don't that keep celebrity ball. What the hell is that? Come on. Like, no. Look, I told my Chelsea fans, like, we are going into a wilderness right now. A long journey into the wilderness. Like, Israelites will look at us and be like, wow, we didn't have it as bad as them. We're going into a bad like wilderness journey right now, and we just have to accept it. That's why I don't care anymore right now. Chelsea can lose 10-0, 11-0. I don't care.
Let them be of the week. I'm moving us on.
Donkey of the, I can't believe I've never. Let me just start.
Let Benny just
I'm already hot.
go ahead, bro.
Donkey of the week, and I should have thought of this from the very beginning of this podcast that I joined this thing. Donkey of the week should be Boehly every single damn week, and it should be it will be Boehly this week, it will be Boehly next week, and it's Boehly forever until he catches sense. He's the ultimate donkey of the week. I don't believe like how he can be that successful yet so naive and so like dumb. I don't understand. Hey, I don't want a kudos. Somebody can take it over. I don't want to get. I'm done.
Wow.
EJ, donkey of the week.
Donkey is, I think I'll give it to Spurs. Why are they losing by 5 goals to Newcastle? Which they could have done last year, and then we would have finished top 4. Very annoying of them. So, donkey of the week, Spurs.
Someone say rich donkey. Donkey. Okay, comment. Who's your donkey of the week?
Yeah, nah, bro. Donkey of the week, fam. I watched that Spurs game, and if I was a Spurs fan, I would not off TV after 10 minutes, because as of 10 minutes they were 3-0 down. 10 minutes into the game, bro. Like even United when we chopped 7-0, I'm sorry to bring it back. Like it wasn't that the woto, quick like that. Like they spread it. At least some came in the second half. Yo, everything for Spurs came in the first half. It was just nah. Like talk about Folake, bro. They just enter house off pints. Like, bruv, nah. So yeah,
It's a family
Spurs
friendly show. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Hope Q's.
My donkey of the week is David De Gea. It's a special donkey. The only keeper that has 5 errors leading to goals. Only him. 5 errors this season alone. I think that might be league alone. No, I don't know about other competitions. Because
it's the league alone. It's the league alone.
League is only 5. So by the time other competition, it might be 8 or 9. That's the gear. This week was a combination of all his deficits. They all came to play this week. Whatever demons, whichever people were coming from his village, they all were waiting for him in Spain. And it's weird. Like Benny said, he went home and his village people were waiting for him. They didn't need Bluetooth. They touched him there. My kudos of the week.
Wait. Let me say mine. We're going to go around again.
Okay.
Brief said donkey of the week is Tottenham Maguire. The flying donkey, SMH. Yeah, my donkey of the week is Arsenal.
Arsenal? Did you say Arsenal? Yeah. God bless you, my brother.
For drawing?
They were in 7 days. They dropped points twice, back to back. 3
draws.
Okay.
In a row. 25 seconds.
3 draws in a row, and they were.
I think we did excellent for coming back. 3-1. That was an excellent comeback.
Ayo, what do you say again? Please. What's that your phrase again? Good performance. What? Good performance. It's a good
performance to come back. Because we lost that game.
Instead of losing 1 game, they played 3 draws. That's 6 points. So
yes,
good performance FC. For dropping points back to back in 7 days.
Yeah.
Kudos of the week.
Man, until walkout to do. Man,
wait. Nobody mentioned Upamecano.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Upamecano is a good shout.
Yeah, it's a proper.
That's an all-time stinker by defender in the tie.
Like over in the tie, not even 1 game in the tie.
Actually, you know what? So Arsenal fans don't come for me. I'll replace it to Upamecano.
They don't already come for you.
They're already coming for you.
I think it's a valid donkey. I think Ramsdale was a big donkey for the first goal. Like that was a complete error. That was De Gea ×2, and that just shot us in the foot. So it's kind of like what we've been saying. You shoot yourself in the foot, and then you kind of regain what you call it, and it's like net effort of 0. So it's annoying.
Someone says, "But you're not true. United supposed they play shootout."
With all the talk about De Gea, he still has the highest number of clean sheets in the league right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's
as
weird.
as Ayo told me, though,
I'm
it's
just
because of
saying. I'm just saying. Maybe
a
you guys
solid
put a
defensive
magnifying
lineup.
glass on his errors and just ignore when he's brilliant, because he can be brilliant sometimes. Just
No, he
saying.
can't be brilliant.
Well,
I mean,
he's like
it can
Jekyll and
be.
Hyde.
the
Y'all
guy,
need to move
he
on from the
shakes
hair.
because of Maguire a lot now. He shakes because of Maguire. Maybe that's why.
Nah.
Kudos of the
That's
week.
why.
Kudos of the week. Kudos of the week. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
my
okay,
kudos.
thank
Let me say my own quickly because my own is a very surprising one. But yeah, my United fans, forgive me, but my kudos of the week goes to Sevilla. That a very massive week. Context applies to their week. Before last weekend, Sevilla were looking at the death. They had a relegation playoff with Valencia that they won 2-0, which gave them some gap, put some gap between them and the relegation zone, and almost consigned Valencia to relegation. What Valencia and Sevilla are doing near the relegation zone of around the relegation zone of La Liga beats me. And then they now come and put themselves in great position to qualify for Europe. I don't think Sevilla are a bad team. I think they're a good team going through a bad time, and they kind of showed it this week. And so I put respect to that, to one, save themselves and then give that performance against United. Then the semifinals of the Europa League. So kudos to Sevilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and their fans literally like showed up big time. Like
Okay.
this man literally did Ashoebi. The whole stadium did Ashoebi for that match. So yeah.
Okay. Benny, kudos.
Defend room. What was my guy talking about?
What are you talking about?
So Benny na scam. You see how men they defend room for him. You need clarity. I don't know.
I think he said room. Maybe maybe he meant room.
Rome. Who's Rome? Is it
At least-
Roman?
Maybe it's talking about soldiers defending the city.
Nah, I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's
a
that
high
deep.
level. So maybe I need to get high to.
For real, man.
Okay, Benny,
Bros, first, before you say something like that, pass it to us first before you say something.
Yes,
like
man.
that.
We
But
can do some Shayo settings.
my kudos of the week, honestly, I've just been a quiet admirer of this guy because he, I mean, ever since Arsenal did him wrong. I mean, he came from PSG. Arsenal, he came to Arsenal, did him wrong, and whatever. But I always thought that he just didn't have the time, and maybe he just didn't have the he wasn't of the tribe, if that makes any sense, because he had the Goody Bean, everything.
I know where you're going.
Unai
Keep
Emery has
cooking.
been a
He is
good
getting
manager.
triggered.
I think he's a very good manager. I think that what he's
Keep
done with Aston
cooking,
Villa
keep
so far,
cooking.
what he's
Look
done
at
with
that
Aston
eyes
Villa.
I'm afraid my eyes
EJ,
will roll out of my head.
yeah, it might stick to the back of your head, though. Yeah, rolling anyhow. But I think he's a good manager, regardless of what Arsenal did, whatever. But I think he's a great manager, and I think he's showing that look, he can do a lot with little. And I'm really hoping that he keeps it going because he had so much success in Spain. Now, granted, not so much in the league or whatever, but hey, he can't really do much against giants there. But he's showing that like he can actually put a team together, piece something together, and get results out of it. He has the best, other than City, obviously, that have like 5 wins in the last 5. He has the best like result, best what's it called, form right now in the league in terms of like the last 5 games or whatever. He's taken what 13 out of a possible 15 points over the last 5 games. So that's great.
Best points apart from City. He has the best points apart from Arteta.
Since he came to the league.
Since he's been in the league, he has he has done so well, and it's more like a donkey of the month or whatever, but because he just drew with Brentford like yesterday or so. But he's been
for the month.
You mean kudos of the month? You said donkey.
Sorry, kudos of the month for me. I'm sorry, I was thinking about Boehly. That's why donkey came to my mind.
Boehly,
but yeah, I was thinking about Boehly. Yeah, just Boehly, donkey rhymes.
Relax. It shall pass. It
cannot pass quick enough, man.
That
Anyway,
AC Milan. Let me just run through before the comments go through. Donkey AFTV for Makiola. Kudos Mares yesterday. Benny, I mean how Lisandro and Varane and our defenders they die for defending. Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
Except for Gladiators defending old Roman Empire.
Okay, so I was.
You're right.
Agbakuka EJ, kudos of the week.
I'm giving it to Newcastle. I think for drumming Tottenham Spurs. Very, very good result for them. I think I just don't see them scoring a lot. So I was happy to see them score 3 goals in 10 minutes, or 5 goals in 20 minutes. I think it was 5 goals by 20 minutes. It was unbelievable.
That was
Good
mad.
for them.
Yeah.
And hopefully it ends when we see them. Before they come and give us 5-0 at home. Oh my God. I will cry. But no.
No,
Good for them this week.
but wait, if you guys don't beat Newcastle, I'll be very mad at you guys. You
Yeah,
guys better
absolutely.
do it,
Need to
'cause
beat them.
we need you guys to beat them.
Okay,
Manchester
we
United
got
needs
you.
to
Got you.
beat them. Yeah, please.
I'm so scared of that team. Ooh.
I got comment. Kudos.
I'm keeping my own kudos in house. I'm giving it to Victor Lindelof, man like
Oh,
Lindelof.
yeah, that's right.
I think performances like today, and in fact, this season he has shown that Lindelof has not been the problem. It has been Maguire. Just like how Fred was never the problem, it was McTominay. So, like when you Brighton are a better team than Sevilla. They are. They attack better than Sevilla. They pass better than Sevilla. They press better than Sevilla. Like they're. But Lindelof just that mean when you put this is just proof that you can put a bottle of water next to Lindelof and he'll look like a good player. But as soon as he puts Maguire there, like so yeah, shout out to Lindelof. Luke Shaw also next to him did well, but Lindelof was the superior defender among the two today. And that penalty, just ice cold, like just. Yeah.
Yes, man.
Man, you fans and short-term memory, man.
I-
Watch Lindelof have a stinker next week now. You
No.
release a whole
He won't have
video
a
of how
stinker.
it sucks.
I smile.
He won't have a stinker. Like
I-
the guy's actually. I will take Lindelof any day as a reliable third choice center back at United.
He's
I
so
will
good.
take it.
He's
I will
so
take
good.
it.
His third choice.
I
Okay,
will
let's
take
move on. Let's move on. Good. Okay,
Wait, nobody mentioned Mike Mannion.
let me say mine. That's what I say.
Oh,
He was about.
my bad. I thought it was
Bayern. Okay, Bucci, thank you for getting to my. Bayern, AC Milan, fantastic goalkeeper. I love him for Manchester United.
And is he good with his feet enough for you?
He's
Yes,
absolutely.
So you take him.
brilliant.
He was incredible in the Champions League tie.
But you should stay away from Premier League, man.
Against Napoli, it was incredible. Mahrez also, I think Itata said it too. Mahrez, first hat trick in a FA Cup semi-finals since 1958, so that's a big one. By a United player, of course. That's
And he
what
But
still
he was
can't
playing Sheffield
get
United
on.
now.
And he still can't get on the field. Tells you how big that squad is. Tells you why you shouldn't rate Pep. I digress. Continue.
Wait, this split person, is that Itata?
yes.
Yeah, that's Itata.
This whole time?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
He's on his high. That's what I say.
because man's always holding a spliff.
Yeah.
This whole time.
We don't know that. Let's not.
We don't do that.
Even his parents was straight up Southpaw. I think that's. We're done with Kudos and Donkey, right? We are.
Yeah.
We've done both Kudos and Donkey. Yeah.
End of the show. EJ, give me ERS. What's that?
I don't know what that is.
My guy, come down to our level,
Yes,
man.
sir.
When I tell you Itata is high.
Come down to our level first. Haba.
I'm trying to decode that. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's something.
I thought it's ESI. I wanted to say. That's what I thought.
Oh,
That is
yes,
Smith Rowe.
oh, yeah, that's what he wants. Yeah.
Is that what he wants? Okay.
It may be. Where is he? United fan. Oh, hell no.
ESR, Yes, sir. Yeah.
Smith Rowe. I'll take Smith Rowe.
We're going for Mason Mount. Apparently, that's a rumor.
Amen.
So-
In Jesus' name.
I don't know. I don't want that.
It's not a bad sign.
I don't know why.
Look,
I just want Declan Rice. That's what I want. I don't want.
Mount was
children.
Chelsea Player of the Year for
Absolutely
2
not.
years in a
I
row.
pray you don't get
If he's
Declan
playing
Rice.
bad right now, it's not because of him. It's because of the people there in charge.
I pray
Yeah.
you don't get Declan Rice. That one, I'll say that.
Like that one's in the bag. Like after every match, we're gonna talk to him, shake his hand. The way Liverpool is courting Bellingham, which won't happen. But we're gonna get Rice.
That man are broke.
Rice is gonna be the natural replacement for Partey.
Partey?
No. Partey.
Now,
Partey's form, man. Partey
just-
is suddenly just.
Because between you and me, his real age is coming through.
Or is it that
No. We can't. You can't be saying that out here now. Come on. This shared
or is it
everywhere.
the
Come on.
allegations?
That's fine.
Is it because of the allegations? Allegedly allegated, I'm just saying.
Oh no, the allegations. Okay, the allegations is bad PR. That's all it is right now. But I definitely think we're going to phase him out.
Like the R word.
Yeah. And I read the text. I mean, if you want to go into it, we can, but
No.
yeah. I read the text. I'm not too like thrown off.
UK libel laws are very strong. No, we're good.
Yeah, split Veron. I don't need belt. This one, Kubuku and
let's give
Pankele.
belts. It go Guinness for flogging Chelsea hierarchy.
Also, just a little thing. I just got a report like real quick right now, and it's still a rumor, but apparently Thiago Silva is maybe rescinding his contract, his extension, just to go back to his childish club. I don't know how true it is. I just got it like it just flashed on my screen right now. So I'm happy for him if that's the case. If that's true, I'm happy for him. Because nobody wants to spend their 12 out of their years in nonsense, doing under nonsense.
I'll wrap it up and say I'm not surprised. He came out. Remember the comment came out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much he criticized the hierarchy, like openly.
Yeah.
Oh, he straight up did.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. Like, I don't blame him at all.
No, I respect that, but I'm saying that makes sense because when you know you're leaving, right? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we've come to the end of the show. This was fun. EJ took it like a champ. Thanks for coming. You know, I was go easy. I didn't go too hard.
It's not time. You guys have time.
You know. I won't go hard. When it's ready, everybody knows I'm going to lead the charge of the truth.
Please do not leave Facebook. I'm coming back.
When
it happens, we'll be there. Don't worry.
You had a good therapy session, free therapy session. You know, it's like a free EAP therapy session for you. I'm sure that was good.
Yeah, nothing sucks more than talking to people that have something to look forward to, and when you know you have nothing to look forward to, it's depressing.
Don't worry. You were speeding today. Great show, Akiola. Thanks for supporting the comments. Please, Akiola, Onome, your long essays, but thank you anyways. Buchi, everybody else, thanks for coming. Like, share, subscribe. Footy Fantasy, Twitter, Instagram. We're out.
All right, peace, guys. Have a good week.